The flames licked higher, the smell of burning fabric filling the night. My aunt stood there smirking, as the quilt, my grandmother's promise, crumbled into ash. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just watched. Silence is heavier than screams. And in that silence, I made my vow. I remember when I was 10, my grandmother sat me on her porch swing. Her hands, wrinkled yet warm, stitched thread into patterns that told our family's story. "Someday," she whispered, pressing the quilt into my lap, "this will be yours." It carries our blood, our history, our love, I believed her. I held on to that promise like a child clings to light in the dark. But promises are fragile things in the hands of the jealous. My aunt always hated me. She mocked my clothes, my silence, my dreams. At family dinners, her laugh was sharp as broken glass. "You think you're special just because Mama spoiled you," she'd sneer, her lipstick smudged against the rim of her wine glass. I stayed quiet, always quiet. Every small cruelty piled up like bricks on my chest. And still, I endured. Until the day of my grandmother's funeral. The quilt lay folded in my room, waiting for me, smelling faintly of lavender and wood smoke. But my aunt barged in, her face twisted with envy. "This should have been mine," she spat, snatching it away. Before I could move, before I could breathe, she carried it outside, struck a match, and laughed as fire swallowed the last piece of my grandmother I had left. The family watched. Some gasped. No one stopped her, not even me, because anger burns too fast. But revenge simmers slow. I let weeks pass. I let her think she had won. I let her laugh in my face, calling me weak and soft. But in the quiet corners of my mind, I was stitching something darker than any quilt. I started small. An anonymous call to the bank about her debts. A whisper at her job about things she'd stolen. One by one, her safety nets unraveled. Her friends grew distant. Her boss grew suspicious. Her house, mortgaged too high, slipped away. And all the while, I smiled politely at family gatherings, handing her wine, nodding at her stories. She never suspected, because silence, I learned, is the sharpest blade. The night it ended, she came to me, her eyes hollow, her hands trembling. "Help me," she whispered. "I've lost everything." I leaned close, letting my words drip like ice. "You burned the only thing I loved. Now watch as the world burns everything you own." Her face crumbled. Her knees gave out. And I walked away, leaving her to drown in the ashes she once set for me. Some people think revenge is loud, screams, fists, fire. But true revenge is quiet, precise, like the slow, deliberate stitch of a needle. And just like my grandmother's quilt, I stitched her downfall, thread by thread.